so this is going to be an update video on my 2018 BMW 540D, 26,363 miles. So it just spent 7 more weeks in the shop. I just caught the end of the warranty. They actually had to have the regional guy from BMW come and look over the car to approve some of these repairs, which is kind of ridiculous to me, because the turbo was very obviously letting soot out, as you could see in my earlier video. But anyway, that being said, I got a new turbo. The turbo alone is a $2,700 part. If you have one of these 540Ds and it's still under warranty, I urge you to check the turbo. You can see in my other video where they leak. So that got covered. I'm sure with labor and all, that was probably pretty close to a $5,000 job. They also gave me a new valve cover, which came with a lot of parts. I'm guessing they replaced like injector seals and stuff like that. But when I got the car home and parked it in the garage and went back out to the car a couple hours later, I smelled diesel. So I thought maybe that might be some residual diesel, since they had to have that all apart. But when I looked closely at the injectors, I could still see some oil there. Now, I think that may be residual, because the oil, if it was a fresh leak, it would be black. So I may just clean that up and observe and see if the fuel smell diminishes. I mean, they did a pretty thorough job. I think they probably put everything together correctly. The other thing they did was they cleaned and lubricated the door sills. It only made that squeaky noise when it was wet. The car's been in the garage now, so I haven't really had that sound. You can hear it's completely quiet now. It actually feels like it may have more power, but that could be because I haven't driven it for 7 weeks and I got used to the level of power in the diesel Equinox, which is, comparing the torque numbers, roughly 1/2. Well, even the horsepower, yeah, roughly 1/2 of what this one does. So I'm gonna do some acceleration and do a video on that too, probably separate from this one. I think those are the main things they did. Yeah, all in, I probably got like $5,000 or $6,000 worth of work done. Now, one thing I had also shown that TSB about the shutter, they did not want to replace the fluid, but I actually talked the manager into doing that under goodwill, and I do have to say that did completely solve the shuttering issue under hard acceleration and in first gear and the 1 to 2 shift. That's completely gone. So if you have that situation, bring that TSB up. Some of you just seeing this video for the first time, you may have to actually research back through some of my previous videos to get all this information. It should all be out there, but if you have any questions, feel free to post. But it's nice to finally get this thing back after all that time. We'll see how it does.